bing, bang, boom. So we are season 2, episode 44. Yes, I think it's 44. Yes, 44. Oh, look, I'm literally looking at it right here. And look at this guy. Look at this guy coming at me, right off the bat. What a ding dong. What a ding dong. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I have to do my other thing. My Discord notifications. Go to the town crier and then grab this thing and do that thing and publish and say confirm. And yeah, check 2, Mike. What did this guy say? He's just a late streamer and nonsense. So what did I work on? I worked on some stuff. One of the big ones is that I have this scene now. Items. Yeah, not too bad. Dropped off Evie and then walked home from daycare. And yeah, that's about it really. Cece missed the bus this morning, which wasn't good. We had a driver. But good morning. Meowage can confirm that I walked. He should have received a notification showing that his friend walked this morning. So, you want a background check if I went for a walk? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I got this working. All I have to do is Strava. Yeah. Yeah. You get it, and then you get Home Slice to add you, and then you can see that he walks like 4 times a day and makes you look like a little bee because you're like, oh, I'm going to go for a walk, and you go for like, I went for a walk for like 2,000, 3,000 steps. And you see his, it's like, I went 10,000 steps. I walked for 2 hours, uphill both ways. This guy's a beast. He goes beast mode. Have you seen his calves? They're crazy. He's got his calves are the same size as my thighs. Maybe not that crazy, but yep. Well, it's consistency. That's the thing. He's been super duper consistent with it. You know, I see like crummy days. I was like okay for a bit, and then I was like I could see some like just bad weather days, and it's like he went for a walk, went for 2 walks. It's raining outside. It's snowing. That was the other one. The winter one was crazy, but yeah. So I got this working. What I have to do though is I have to write the code that when an item gets put back into the center, it disconnects to who was holding it, and vice versa. When you drop it into the spot, it should link to the specific character. Yeah, well, out by your place where they don't like plow the roads or the paths are not plowed. He really liked staying at my place for that 1 week because all the sidewalks, they have like a little tractor and they come and they plow the sidewalks. So you always have a place you can walk that's not on the road, so you're not like slipping into traffic. Yeah, so I could just run this real quick. Run this. I don't know why. What is going on with this? What is going on with this? That's so weird. Oh, it's over here. So we pick a person. Go to combat. We Hurricane slash. Go to the treasure room. We acquire a piece of treasure. So now we have this piece of treasure. So right now, this is the issue. It's like this works. I could put this treasure here. Put it here. I could put it here. I could put it there. I could put it there. Whatever. However I want. But what I gotta do is I gotta make it so that when I drop it here, actually I need to also block out these. These need to be off because there's only one person. The only reason you don't see them is that silly scaling issue is a problem here. He's there. He's in that spot. He's hiding. He's hiding right there. See? He's there. He's just tiny. Can't see him. But yeah, so I have to, what I gotta do is I gotta blank out those other spots, I realize. So hero slot 1, 2, and 3 should only be active based on how many heroes are available. Because yeah, if I turn this off, does it turn off the whole thing? Yeah, it does. Perfect. Or maybe I can gray it out. I don't know how I want to do that. But yeah, those should be off. So whatever, we'll continue. Oopsies, wrong button. Continue. And then we'll get another person. And we'll do another battle. And we'll switch the person. And he can do his thing. Kills the little dude. But, okay, before we go to the treasure room, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our item holder. We'll go to this one. We'll go held. And then we'll go person holding it is Sir Roll, because I was thinking like Rick Roll was the thing. Set that up. We go treasure room. We pick a sword, and then we should see, hey, look at it, it's right there. There's the item. This is where Sir Rick would be, and this is where whatever Mike the Hammer would be. I bought the infinite products. I bought the infinity. What? Infinity products. I'm thinking I'm mostly gonna switch over. Affinity? What's that? What's Affinity? It's an Adobe Suite alternative. Oh, okay. Yeah, because you're still on like Photoshop from like a bajillion years ago. Where's my thing here? Is it, is this what you're talking about? Check on essentials. This is the, if you want I can let you know when CSP has sales. They'll probably have one soon. Apps of the year. No subscription required. Hey, you already got me on no subscription required. Wow, this layer UI looks pretty similar. Oh yeah, that's a very, very similar kind of layout. Color palette stuff. Oh, this I guess for tablet. Designed. Learn more about designers for iPad. Oh, do some floor plan stuff. That's cool. Okay. Buy the app for a subscription, free, one payment offer. Now, do they have like crazy, like what's their payment things? Oh, like how much is one of these things? Oh, interesting. It's super cheap for iPad. I don't wonder why it's cheap for iPad. And then you got regular Windows, and then what's this? Oh, this gives you it for all of them? But what are the different things? Yeah. One is Photoshop, one is Illustrator, one is in. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. Because right now, what am I using? Right now, I'm using using Clip Studio is what I use right now. Oh, I guess that's the thing. That's the one you guys are talking about. CSP. Carta is honestly a pretty good free alt, though. This is good. Yeah, well, Clip Studio was on sale one time, and I bought it for like cheap, so I was like happy with that. I mean, I haven't touched it in forever, but it did what it needed to do. So this works, but the problem is, so right now, I should see if my console stuff says anything. Put this here. Oh, let's clear this. Let's see if we get anything coming out of here. If I do this, I need to put an output that says that. Yeah, so I need to know, and when it drops into here, or when it drops into the other one, the weakest aspect are its text tools suck ass, and doesn't support 16-bit color, which you wouldn't care about, only Nick and I would. What, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, no, I use it more just for a software to like do transparencies and changing file formats. It's like more for that than anything else. I'm not like, I did do some doodlies and stuff like that, but I'm not like, no, I'm not like a born again artist. Okay, what do I want to do here? So is it built into the item? Should I maybe do it in this drag script? No, because I think this only has like one line of code and it just defines itself. Oh no, this actually has a bunch. Okay, cool. This is a bunch of the stuff. I need to, when I set this part, yeah, when I set it to the parent, I should find out what the parent is, and I should assign, so, yeah. Yeah, I need to I learned recently that CC can export GIFs with alpha channels though, so that's neat. Back when I tried doing that in Fias years ago, it was, yeah. Oh, that's probably how that works. I just realized something. I know how my my mod adjusts things. I think if I let certain words through, like if I accept it, it flags that, oh, this is okay. Should have got it early because during Adobe AI kerfuffle, oh, it was 50% off. Oh, cool. Okay. Follow the mouse, that's fine. Drop where, slot where it's dropped. Drop slot. I know it's a slot. I know that's a slot. I know it's a slot. Because I have this. Slot. And because it goes into here. But I need to know what slot that's associated to. Yeah, I'm trying to think how to do this. Whatever. I think I'll come back to this after. It technically works. More homies. Now this is where things get good. We should have a level up now. Oh yeah, you can't see anything. My bad, my bad. Main camera. Focus. I guess I could bring this one in actually. Whatever. And then Bing. And technically it's supposed to let me go to this. So get this far. Check if yours are done leveling. Heroes leveling. Hero level is greater than. Wait, my train button should do that then. Train button isn't doing anything. Oh, wait, is train button not connected? Yeah, it's not connected. Does he vanish when he levels up? Because it's supposed to. It's supposed to put the next person that might be leveling up. Technically, he shouldn't vanish. He should vanish only after we move to this next part. So, yeah. Yeah, place platform 0. Because if we go calls to update, right thing, display. Okay. The computer needs to train. Yeah, so then we go to this one. This is rewriting his stats. Cool. Go this, tells me when he next is gonna level up. And then we go check if he was ready to train. He's ready to train, the button turns on. Yeah, so then it sets him back. It just this gets called to put him back to his the holder, send him back to where he came from, and then 0 out so that the next hero can go. So really, yeah, I don't need to send him back right away. Hello, good morning. I don't need to send him back right away. But yeah, I see what's wrong though. Just do this. Stick. Why don't you want to move? The heck? There we go. Oh. Clear this, go here. Event scene, inventory, item shop, level up, that's one. Oh. That's a phone call. Oh, did I miss it? Oh. That was such a short phone call. Oh, man. I hate when that happens. That phone call was like... I think I know what that was. Yeah. Oh, they called me back. crud. I wonder if she left me a voicemail. She's probably leaving me a voicemail right now. Ringtone. No. That was when I opened my phone. I still had an Instagram reel in there. I mean, it would be cool. I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I changed my ringtone a couple times to different things, and then my phone updates and it just goes away. Yeah. So I gotta do this button. Add a thing. Add this. Add this. This. Is that the right one? Is that the training system? No, I think that's the wrong one. Oopsies. Maybe it's not that, maybe it's leveling. Stats one. Train button, there we go. How did it go? It went okay. My first game was against Army I didn't really want to play against, but I did, and I still won, but it really involved me just like running away from them because they were really hard. I took out one of their characters that made their squad move quicker, and then I just kind of ran around the board getting points. So I won the first game, and then the second game I played against a guy who it was very slow, our game. Yeah, because there was prizes for winning, so that's why I was dishonored. Normally I would even like I wouldn't have brought the list I brought. I brought like a kind of very competitive list. I would bring something a little more thematic or fun. But yeah, no, because there was money or prizes involved. I was like, I want to win. And the second game, we didn't actually finish. We didn't actually finish the whole game. We got to like end of turn 2, kind of middle of turn 3, and it ends because how it works is tournaments. You only have 2.5 hours to play your whole game, and with the first game, me and the other guy, we burned through that. We still had like 40 minutes left after we finished. Like we had tons of time, or maybe half hour. Maybe we had a half hour left. The second guy, we didn't play as quickly. We kind of started late because we weren't paying attention when the timer started, and so at the end of like kind of calculating what turn the third turn would have been, I would have been ahead in points, but I would have only had like 2 units left on the board, while he would have had a tank and 2 units. But 2 like big bricks of like 10 guys. And so we kind of like back and forth. He's like, well, I think I'd be able to win. Like, I'd bring it back. I'm like, well, the thing is my army lets me teleport all over the place. So you wouldn't actually be able to kill any of my guys at that point. And I would be able to just keep like chipping away at you from a distance. And so there was kind of like a little bit of back and forth. And he was under the impression that he could win. I didn't know that at the time how they were doing it is like whatever the points were when they cut the time, that's it. You don't try to calculate the chances of anything else because it's a dice game. I didn't know that, so instead of just arguing, like trying to point out that, whatever the chances are, I said, you know what, just roll the dice. 50-50 chance, even or odds, whatever. So he rolled, he won the right dice roll, so I said, okay, I give you the win. I didn't really want to. It's also because it ran later than expected, so Anna was home with the kids, so I didn't want to. Whatever, it's fine. I lost some prize money. So I broke even. So the event was $10 to be in the event. If you won a game, you got $10 store credit, right? So if I won both my games, I would have been up $10 store credit. But yeah, so in the end, I just have just $10 store credit, which is effectively if I play another tournament, I just use my store credit to play it. The only thing that really got me, so the games were fine, is just So we got there. So I originally said, hey, the tournament should start at 9 in the morning. 9 in the morning, people get there. Leaves you time for like all sorts of stuff, but you can also get it all done very quickly. They're like, oh, no one's going to be here at 9. So they're like 10 o'clock. Cool. So I get there for like 10 o'clock. I see that the tables are set up, but none of the trains on it, right? So the tables aren't fully set up. They're just tables. It takes time to set up terrain. Then I found out that they didn't actually have enough terrain for the amount of people, because I had mentioned. Well, it's funny because we talked about that. We talked about how, because this is like a store that does Magic. They run like, I don't know, there was some release that came and they had like 60 plus people there. Like, the store's big enough to have a lot of people playing Magic. But so they're used to running Magic tournaments. What do you need? No, it's at Mana Confluence. Mana Confluence. In my little town. But yeah, for running a Magic tournament, you just need a TO, who's generally also a judge, and whatever cards or whatever edition, blah, blah, blah. People sit down, you sit at a table, you rotate, you pick up your deck, you rotate to wherever. Easy peasy. Warhammer, you not only have the terrain, you have deployment zones, you have the mission, you have the secondaries, you have your armies. So there's a lot of extra moving parts, and there's literally moving parts, like you need to move stuff. So what ended up happening, because they didn't have enough terrain, and also I went in hard. Like the night before, I was studying on like how because they tell you what map layouts it's going to be. So imagine you're playing I don't know, like a Call of Duty or something like that, or CS, and you're like, okay, this is the tournament. These are the maps. Map 1 is this, and it's going to be counter-terrorist, and map 2 is going to be capture the flag. Or it's going to be on this map and capture the flag. So you know exactly what you're going in with, right? So you already can kind of plan, okay, where am I going to go, what am I going to do? And then that all went out the window. And then we played the first game. We set up, that's the other thing. We had to set up the terrain. Normally, tournaments, they set up the terrain, so you just show up to the table, put your models down, you play the game, you pick your models up, and you move to the next table. So us as the players had to set up the terrain. Okay, whatever. We set up the terrain. After our first game, my opponent, doing the normal thing whenever we play at the store, is that you clean up after. So you pick up all the terrain, you clean it all up, you set it nicely, because we were under the impression in the second game the layout would change, because that's what originally the plan was. Nope. They're like, oh no, we're going to keep the exact same map, but we're just going to change the deployment and the mission. And the thing is, the reason you rotate maps is because maps affect line of sight, what you can see. And different armies need different amount of line of sight. If you're a melee army, you want as dense, you want to be like in a city, you want to be able to hide behind buildings, you want to be able to run up the map and like stay, not get shot, and then get into close combat and rip your opponent apart. But if you're a shooting army, you kind of want to have that space to like pew pew pew. And so this map was very dense and had a lot of stuff to like block the way you see. So, yeah. Sounds like the TO was a dirty Tau player and wanted to give himself the advantage. No, because if he was a Tau player, he would have picked a big thing. I wasn't the TO. I like I said, they're doing it on their own. The one guy at the store, I was like, I'll write you a document. I'll write you up a whole thing about how to set this up, how to run it, times, all that stuff. I did that. I sent it to him. In the end, they kind of listened to my stuff, but in the end, they didn't. Also, apparently the person who was supposed to bring or 3D print a bunch of terrain, because they asked, how much terrain do you think we'll need? I'm like, well, how many people do you expect? They're like, 8 people. So I'm like, okay, 8 people is 4 tables. You're going to need like this many pieces times 6. They're like, times 6. I'm like, trust me, you want it times 6. And then there ended up being 10 people, so that's 5 tables. So if they had done what I said, they would have had the right amount of terrain. But apparently, the person who was supposed to bring the train flaked, and like I don't know if they just didn't show up or if they flaked earlier. But yeah, so I know one guy actually had left. He showed up, he left, he went home, he got his terrain, he brought it back to the store to help. There was another guy who came from like Orleans, who could have, if had been told like before he left, he could have. He's got like two Tupperwares full of 3D printed terrain. So he could have brought, like, when I say Tupperwares, I mean like the big storage bins. So he could have brought enough terrain to fill like two boards by himself. So that was kind of the crummy thing. But like again, in the end, I had a good time. I played two opponents that were not the best matchup for me. My first matchup was like not a really good matchup. I still won, but not by a huge margin. I think it was 36 to 57. But I also took a deficit because I picked a secondary objective thing that was fixed, so I had to do it every single turn. But I didn't realize that I couldn't actually physically do it. So half my points were like, so 20. I effectively surrendered 20 points, and the game's at 90 points. So yeah, and then my second game, at the end of the turn 3, I would have been at 30 something, and he would have been in the 20s. So like we were only like 10 points apart, which isn't a big, in Warhammer, that's not a very big gap in points. So yeah, that's why the game, I could have just said thing is, if you say a draw, it's a lose-lose. Both parties lose. So that means no one gets the prize money. So I didn't want to call it draw. I was like, that would suck. But yeah, so that was my experience. I chalk it up to just not ever organizing something like this before. And, but the upside was I met a couple new people. A couple people showed up who were like interested in getting to the hobby. So I was like really, I met another dad, and I was like, yo, he's like, yeah, because I saw him and his like kids come by and they all had like little paint pots. I was like, oh, you get into Warhammer? And I was like, you know what, if you want. He's like, oh, yeah, but I don't really know what the rules is. I haven't played since this edition. I'm like, hey, you know what? Come in on a Tuesday night. Just message me on Discord. I'll come in, and we can play a test game. I'll just show you the ropes, teach you how to play. Bring your son if you want. Get you... Because the thing is, it's an intimidating game to get into. And there's also this... I don't want to say it. It's a weird thing, but you could use Magic for an instance. It's like you go to a Magic event, and let's say it's a new format or something, and it's like you don't know all the rules. You don't want to be the guy that's making your opponent have a bad time because you're like, I don't really know what card to play, or I don't, that anxiety is, I think, yeah, that anxiety's kind of been built up now. I think that's a very common thing for people. So where Magic, it's like making the decision to play some cards or not knowing exactly card interactions, Warhammer has like that tenfold. Because you not only have all the rules interactions, but you have different faction interactions, then you have your model interactions, and then you have rules for your model. It's a bit daunting. So yeah, so that was cool. I met that dad. I met another player who I didn't even know was like, he brought like knights, which are just like, he literally only had 5 models on the table. But I was like, dude, you have a nice painted knight, like why don't you come and play? He's like, oh, well, Warhammer's on... I want to say Yu-Gi-Oh, not Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece night. So whenever we're playing Warhammer, he's playing One Piece at the store. I guess the One Piece CCG is actually like pretty big because there's a few people who are playing there on the days. But yeah, so he's like, no, I can't play because I play One Piece. I'm like, you don't need to play One Piece. Come play Warhammer. It's more fun. DGG is a giant. Yeah, so there's that guy. There was a guy who kind of he brought stuff, but he didn't have a list that was big enough to like, and it sucks. I feel so bad for him. He brought a list that was like one character short of a full list, and so I was kind of trying to find someone who might have an extra character like in their box or whatever. And then in the end, he's like, oh no, I've never really actually played a game, so I don't really want to like. I'm like, oh, no worries. But he ended up being a photographer, so he had like a big Canon camera, and so he took some pictures. I hope he posts them. So that was another person that we met. There was a guy who had showed up for did a pizza night couple earlier in the month. They did a pizza night, so come play Warhammer, eat some free pizza and drink, or have some pop, whatever. And that's where I met two other players, and one of them actually showed up. And he only was able to play the first game because he had to work after, but I think he had a good game. But it's funny. It's funny how many dudes are dads. There's like a group. They're all dads, and one guy's actually really really chill. I like him. I like all of them. They're all good guys. But it's like, I want to say grumpy dad mode sometimes. You know, when you're not doing, your game's not going well, and you can just see it in someone's face that they're just kind of like getting frustrated. So I know one guy who was a Tau player, and I feel like his matchups both times were the worst. He's playing a long-range army. We're playing in a dense city. His first opponent is a bunch of evil space elves that are really fast, that have little tiny guys that have guns that rip black holes through matter. So he got like a bunch of his big stuff killed like right away. And he was also playing against one of the better players at the store. And then his second opponent was the guy with the big robots. And it's like, yeah, he's like, oh no, he killed the two things that could kill your big robots, and then the big robots just have to sit. The game mode was literally who kills more. So the guy who's got 10, 15 units versus the guy who's got 4 or 5 models, 5 units total. So the guy just sat there and just killed stuff. He's like, I'm winning. That's the One Piece guy. I see that every time we play MTG together, Jamal. I don't get as salty as I used to. Not even close. A lot of it is I just get bored, to be honest. Everyone's got these like bajillion mechanics that they're working to activate, and people's turns take forever, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I need something to entertain me. So if I can go vendetta mode and like, or become like the villain or something, it speeds up the game sometimes. That's why I was interested in those new rules. The what are they called? The types of cards, the ones that are not world cards, state change cards. The ones that like scoop the game changers. Yeah, the one that's like that, like it resets the game, and it's like, yeah, the one that resets the board state like that. Really, yeah, I think those are crummy. Like I can get kind of. Remember we were talking about this. That one that like wipes the board, makes everyone get 7 cards in their hand. It like literally just like starts the game over. Reset the game. Card. Sea of Stars. I remember. Yeah. Something like Wildfire or Sea of Stars. Yeah. I don't know if those are new sets, but I just remember. Or is it banned? I don't know. I just remember it was a thing that there was like, you have to tell your opponents how many of these cards you have in your deck, so that everyone knows, oh, okay, Jamal's got 1 of these, Dylan's got 8 of these, right? Kind of things that could just like, it stalls out the game. That's pretty much the big thing. It stalls the game out. It's like, it's, a targeted thing. Okay, now you're talking about game changers, but that's different. I hate chaos decks which warp the world. Or yeah. Like I feel like Voltrons are cool. It's like an easy kind of thing to like know what's gonna happen. It's like, okay, that guy's gonna get super duper, or this thing's gonna get super duper. Token decks are pretty straightforward. If you can break their thing, or you can blink them, it kind of works. Yeah, but then there's like non-interaction decks, which it's like, when I say non-interaction, I mean with a person, like you can't really interact with what they do. Like everything's in a way that it's like, oh, you can't counter that. Sorry, you can't attack that thing. No, you can't do this. Reactive decks, I don't mind. I know some people can get salty with reactive decks, like blue decks, where it's like someone could be like, oh, ha ha, A papa. I can counterspell. A fling. A flick. A do. A da. What other things? But yeah. I don't think anyone in our plays combos. Our play group just runs very, very light removal. That's sometimes crummy, is that we run too light removal. Our removal's too, like, and then we get to this situation where one person's like snowballed out of control and everyone's like, does anyone have a way to deal with this? No? Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. What is it? Chaos Warp? That card that's like a thing going in one way and thing coming another way. That's like, I feel like whenever something is going like that and someone's like, we need a way to deal with it, that card shows up. Someone has that card. It's, yeah, that's just funny. Yeah, magic. It's red's only good. No, red has lightning bolt and spark and fling and that's true. That's very well. No, it still does do good, but it's like early. Because I feel like everyone like builds up very quickly. Yeah, or it's like we don't have any, or we don't have any like enchantment removal. That's another one that happens where someone's like scaling a bunch of like enchantments that are like stacking their whole board. Steve, and there's like no, oh, yeah, Steve. And there's no way to like. It's like, okay, he's got 4 enchantments. They all give +1/+1. It's like, okay, and then that one enchantment gives everyone +1/+1 for every enchantment that's on the board. Well, I don't think there's probably something like that. There's not something that's globally like that. I'm pretty sure that's like on something. And then we got someone who likes to rock a lot of artifacts. We know who that is, the artifact man. And then I like my zombos. I guess I like recursion. I think that's a big one. I like recursion. I like lifesteal. I like sacrifice. I really do like sacrifice. I like sacrifice for a lot of stuff. If I play black or red, I usually have sacrifice. I feel like I'm the player on the pod, to be honest. What do you mean by the graveyard player? Like you're playing from your graveyard? Because I think I like my zombie stuff is always like pulling. It's always using graveyard. I'm trying to think what else. I used to have that green black deck, but that was like the, what is it, mulch? I don't remember. For my decks, multiply the graveyard that part. Yeah, but also you went into like tokens for a while. You like your tokens. You like making hamsters and soldiers and soldier hamsters. I love good wide. Well, we haven't. I don't feel like anyone's been really mill. Maybe Cole like self mills, but like I feel like we had a phase where there was a lot of milling going on, and now it's not as common. Or if we have milling, it's usually the person's milling themselves. I think no one likes getting milled, and so it's like if someone's milling themselves, it's a little less aggravating. But it's like if you're getting like, oh, I'm gonna mill like 20 cards off the top. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. That sounds about right. Yeah. Well, because it's one of those things that it's like it really can really kneecap a deck is like if you get milled really hard, especially if you have no way to recur your like stuff that gets milled. So it's like if your game pieces go into the graveyard and there's no way to bring them back, it's like, well, what do? I just sit here. You have me, who's the like, I don't have mana. I don't have any lands. Where are all my lands? It's like, why don't you play those artifacts that give you mana? I wanted all my spells and monsters instead. to putting half of my deck in there. Trade my turn 6. Yeah. Or the other one that I like to do is I like to just get the cards that say you win and just play those. It's like, fill this up with tokens, and once you get to 20 tokens, you win. If you have, there's one that's really hard. It's like what is it? One of it, or 5 different types of cards in your graveyard, 5 different types of cards on the board, and 5 different colors, I think. Is that the card? Exodia. No, it's the one that's like, it's about the pirates. I don't remember it now. It's an old card, and I think it got unbanned, too. It was banned. Condition of Victory is 5 basic lands. Yeah, I think that's the one. It was banned before, and it got unbanned. The story behind it's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, that one. I had this at one point. I had this. An OG, an original. Not from Time Spiral. I had it from the original version. Invasion. But again, this was like a card that was like so impossible to play, back then. Just wasn't a feasible thing. And now it's like, oh, you could do it. You could do it in Commander. Yeah, well, fun stuff. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? But the thing is, it's not like a, how do I want to put it? It's like a condition. What is it? Let's just bring it here. High basic lands of types and ooh, see now this is an interesting thing. I realized that control land of each basic type and control a creature each color. But now does this this is where it gets interesting. Does this expand on like aren't there more than 5 basic land types now? And aren't there no? Okay. Because I thought like other I guess they're just types of lands, like a desert, locusts, snow, wastes. Wastes are a basic land type, but they aren't color. Yeah, because then that's the other thing. It's like the 5 colors. Well, then does that mean colorless is a color or is it colorless? I don't know. But yeah, but it's like it's a cool card. Cool card. Just a basic land. Oh, okay. So yeah. Yep. I added this, so that should work now. Yeah, MTG. Making them. Who wants to come over and play Magic? Look. We can use this lovely box here, and we can just make decks. We can make decks all day. I got lots of cards. I got lots and lots of cards. Come over. Oh yeah. Whenever I need to go play some Commander. Oh yes, the Commanders. Ah, so nice. Comes in a nice book. What is it? Smart Set series from Life. Yes. My lovely thing to hold. Ugh, I need to put those into. I'm always down. Play some Commander. Come to out of the box some Wednesday night. Really? Out of the box doesn't have a lot of space though. Like what do they have? Like 4 or 5 tables? Joshy, you should do it. You should go. It's like 6 tables, but they're only really ever. Joshy should do it. Joshy's got a car. He can, and he's already on your side of the border, so he could like come and meet you there. Is it closer? Oh no, I don't. Oh yeah, he could come by, pick you up, and take you out there. But that's if you also want to. If you want to play with strangers, I guess. Strangers. Who wants to play with strangers? You can just say you don't want to hang out with me. It's okay. Oh, me? The thing is, I have a family, and I get 1, maybe 2 nights a week that I can get away with leaving the house. And I might have already eaten one of those for doing this tournament on the weekend because Anna was home alone with all the kids for the whole day. And I think it took a little bit out of her. Ooh, you know what? I didn't realize this. Let's take a look-see. Do I output... Does he get experience for this? So his current XP is 1. Select Rick. We'll confirm. Completes success effect XP. Here we go. XP. Oh. See, it's supposed to give XP. What did I miss? I like magic with friends. I only play with randos on MTGO. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. You want me to bring my whole family on a Wednesday night? Do you know how much stuff would get destroyed? I tried to take the girls with me to there was a kind of a garage sale. I don't know what to call it, like a used Warhammer hobby thing out of the box. I literally brought the girls with me. There were so many people. I was worried my children would get stepped on. So I went in. I dropped my stuff off. I said, "Here's my stuff. Here's my list." Well, yeah, you guys saw my pricing and stuff. And I got out of there because there's no way. Evie's trying to look at stuff. Cece's trying to run off in another direction. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so I should do XP. But I need to set. I need to set an XP value for whatever's generated. So I need another value. So we have well, Ohana means family, but does it also mean a CGI family? Huh? Live action Lilo and Stitch? Are you gonna see it? Actually, who's seen what's it called? The Minecraft movie. Lava chicken. Chicken lava. Used to watch any of the remakes. That's fair. I think I watched, which one did I watch? I think I watched Aladdin. I watched the Aladdin live action, and I was just... Yeah, no. I was like, no. I don't think this is for me. I don't think it can replace the traditional movies that all this stuff came from. And it's like they're milking it hard. Big fan of a studio fixing their old movies. Yeah. And there's something to be said. And this is what I really think is interesting. There's something to be said about Disney and them, especially on Disney Plus, they put this advert in front of a lot of their older stuff about it was a different effectively it's it was a different time, we didn't know what we were doing, we're not trying to be racist, this doesn't reflect how we are now. And I laugh at it all the time, especially because we watch Aladdin a fair bit, and I just laugh at it. And then I made my kids watch some Ghibli stuff, not the horror, nothing. We watched a couple. We watched Poro. I think it's Poro. It's like the fish girl. We watched The Castle. What's his face's Walking Castle. Ponyo, yeah, Ponyo was really good actually. Watched The Walking Castle. We watched My Neighbor Totoro. And the kids, they actually, like, the girls really love the Ghibli stuff. I know I can't watch Princess Mononoke yet because it's got, like, some pretty intense stuff. What was the other one we watched? What was the other? What's the one that they, like, go through dimensions? Is that the castle one? No, it's not that one. It's the one where it's like they're replacing... No, it's not Digimon. I don't know if Digimon would be scary if I think about it. You know, there's some, like... Yeah, we watched that one, Howl's Moving Castle. We did do that. Is that the one where it's like at the end? No, because that one only has... Oh, we watched the delivery service one, Kiki's Delivery Service. Watched that one. There was one where... Digimon the show probably wouldn't be. Digimon the movie's kind of short, like a horror movie. Yeah, I remember there's some, and there's also like the girls are very kind of like, I don't say like, you know, they get sad. So like when sad things happen, like I've caught my kids like, you know, like tearing up and stuff. So I don't want to be like too crazy with that. They get caught up with some of that stuff. And I think the movie has some sad parts, like, you know, I think we also watched the Pokemon 2000, or, you know, and then you got Pikachu's like, Pikachu, trying to wake Ash up, who's been turned to stone. Yeah, you know, we watched Moana. I don't think they were too crazed about Moana. That's the first Pokemon. Yeah. I watched the Pokemon movie last week. What? You don't like the original? The very first one? I have an OG Mewtwo movie theater exclusive Pokemon card. Peaks 5 minutes. Oh, you mean like the intro battle before they get the card, before they get the invitation. Actually, you know which one for live action I didn't think was too bad was Detective Pikachu, but I think it's because I like Ryan Reynolds. So I need to add a value. So either here we go, correct reward failure XP items. So this is what I need to do. So I think I'm gonna break that up. So this thing. So values. What values do we need? We're gonna need a public int XP amount. So this will be amount of XP either given or taken away. We need another public int. Let's say health. Health amount. Do this. I mean, technically I can make these different values, but for now we'll make them the same. Amount of damage dealt or healed. We need a public string. Should I make it an array? Because this would be like the hero reward. So what hero you get, and it would be their name. Maybe I do. For now, we'll do it. Recruit and slash or name of hero. And then public, because, oh yeah, because technically we could do slash hero for ex machina. Ex machina? Yeah. Ex machina. I don't actually know how to spell that. Ex machina. Deus Ex, because Deus Ex, but it's Deus Ex. Is it? It's not Mechanica. It's Machina. What do I miss? You guys are talking about stuff. I don't know how you watched all 26 Pokemon movies. I haven't, but I refuse to believe that the third movie is the best one because it's pretty bad. I've watched a lot of them. The Zero one had a good character. If I had to recommend one of the modern ones, it'd be that one. Which one is the one where it's time travel and Ash meets young Professor Oak, and because of that interaction, Professor Oak destines to give Pikachu to Ash in the future, and it's all like a part of this like tied together thing because of God Pokemon or time Pokemon. It's not Mechanica, it's Deus Ex Machina. Okay, so it's pronounced it's Machina. China. Okay, whatever. Let's just put that in. Deus Ex Machina, because that's the whole thing that I'm talking about. For Deus Ex Machina is a Latin phrase meaning God from the machine, and a plot device in stories where an unexpected event of a character suddenly appearing to resolve seemingly unsolvable problems. Yes, so that is what is this is. So like the idea is you might lose a hero, right? And you possibly could get that hero come back in a Deus Ex Machina style. So it's like you're on the back ropes, you're getting kicked out of you. You only need like a little bit more to go. And then bing bang boom. Rickroll shows up from the grave. He's leveled up to the same level as the team. He's ready to unleash his twin mega death slash. Sparkles fly. You able to click that little button. He hits the button. The animation goes up. Pew, and then slash, 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 slash. And then the boss dies, and you win. Because cool. Okay, what was the other thing? We need a public string item name. Item to be given. Cool. Okay, so we have some initial values that we're going to use. Now we need to write some things that will do them like calculations. Setup, check to do, display the stuff. Right. Oh yeah, this is the stat stuff. We don't need the check. Kill hero. Check. I mean, we can put these up high. These are all calculations that have to be done anyways. So we're doing start, event, pick the event, set up the heroes. So we will put it here. Oh, what did I miss? Consider Rick Roll is dead, but his identity twin Brick Roll comes in. I mean, that could work too. We could have Brick Roll show up. I mean, technically it's going to pull this, because like if we go here, I have a dead holder. So if this guy dies, he goes into here. So I keep the object still. And so the idea is that I could bring him back. Back. Bring me back to life. Save me from my time. Okay, so let's do public void. We'll calculate XP amount. So this one is going to simply calculate what the XP reward should be. So we need to know. We probably need. Should I put it with the thing? Ooh, actually, I probably should just change this thing because we have image, description, success value, la 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 la. What we'll need is probably one more public int no, I want to be able to use the different things and not care too much. So we need to calculate here XP amount. So we need to take some data in. I'm eating, I'm so tired, but I have bread. I'm so tired, but I'll have bread for lunch. Gotta watch some storyboards. Ooh, that sounds cool. Probably with dicks and guns. Okay, well, I mean, storyboards. Now this is an interesting question. I mean, if you're still here, do they ever make storyboards that are like, how do I put it, not meant to ever be seen by the public? So like they do the storyboard, but there's some jokes in it. Like, you know, it's like, oh, this is the quick storyboard. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that thing. That's not in it. Or is it always like very professional? I don't know. It's just a weird thing that I thought of just now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some naan pizzas for lunch. Some naan, some tomato sauce, or pesto. I might do pesto might be a good idea. Maybe do sun-dried tomato pesto. You missed my other comment that would make the one you read as weird. Oh, I was up till 1 a.m. working on my bread because I timed things wrong. Oh, okay. And I couldn't wait. Do you not have a bread maker? Not have a bread maker? The one thing I do like about bread is the whole house smells like bread. Like fresh bread, and it's super nice. It's sourdough. It has specific timing. I get that, but it's like, the question was, do you have a bread maker? Because our bread maker has like a bunch of timing things. You literally set all the stuff up and you say, do this, beat this, rest for this long, and then activate the... Actually, no, that's the mixing part. It's like, so it needs like rubber feet. Man, we should make bread. I want bread. No? Can you make sourdough in a bread maker? Can you make sourdough in a bread maker? Yes, you can. You can make sourdough in a bread machine, but it's not a true. Oh, look at that. So you can, but it's not real considered. But it's not a true no knead sourdough like you might make in a Dutch oven. While you can use the dough cycle in a bread machine to mix, knead, and start the bulk fermentation, you'll likely need to use some commercial yeast in addition to your sourdough starter to achieve a reliable rise within a bread machine. Time frame. Oh. True sourdough bread. True sourdough in a bread machine. Bread machines aren't designed for long, slow fermentation that true sourdough requires. The cycle are typically too short a sourdough to fully develop its flavor and rise without some additional yeast. Ooh, interesting. Well, look at you, Mr. Bread Maker. He's doing it the old-fashioned way. Now, what's it? I always forget. And then, do you use a Dutch oven? Okay, so you making like legit sourdough bread. Well, I guess I gotta make a little journey. Come taste your sourdough bread. Have a little slices, little tray. Maybe some cheese, maybe some meat. I don't know what goes with sour bread. The sourdough. What do you eat with sourdough bread? Wow, I think my mic is doing stuff. Avocado, cheese, jam, cured meats, hummus, roasted vegetables, sloop, grilled cheese. Yeah, no, it's weird because it's like my Google's. Well, maybe it's also reflecting that I was already looking at sourdough stuff, and that's why it's like actively filling in the sourdough questions, or maybe just they're just questions that people ask at the same time. Okay, calculate the thing. We need references to why we're getting an XP. XP value should be relative to maybe floor. Maybe we'll take that in. Oops, not wrong place to be typing. So we'll just put some things. My aunt makes some every week. I make some too now. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That means your house must smell nice. Nice and yummy. What was I doing? I need some values that I have to reference to figure out the best way to give XP. I think right now we'll just do floor level equals XP value. Again, we're probably gonna have to do some better calculations, but for now we're just gonna take that in. So we save this. Do we have floor level? Do we pull on awake? Okay, we do pull that. So then we should be able to do XP amount is equal to ladder data dot ladder level. Oh, well, that seems easy. That was way easier than I expected. I'm good at writing code sometimes. Cool. So that calculates how much XP we're going to get. We need another one. Public void calculate, or I guess it's gonna be pick hero recruit. Now this one is, we're gonna have two things. Do we need an Deus Ex China? That's a question. We need to check current heroes to pick one that is not a duplicate. Double. Okay. We need to level match recruit hero to party. And what else do we have to do? Those are pretty much the big ones. And then the last one is pick. Just pick a hero. Pick a hero to generate. Okay. Yeah. And then I think for now, really what we could do is, if you win, we need to set a... No, because it always takes you back. So the other one, the item one, we'll have like a calculate item one, but really it's going, for now, it's going to be, okay, yeah, we'll do this. Public void pick item reward. Now this one's a little bit different because right now, how it's going to pick items, it's not going to do the other thing. It's going to just send you to the item page. You pick your item there. No worries. This is for picking. This one's called for picking a specific, picking a target item to give as a reward. And then, so this is success, and then this one would be on a fail, taking the failing heroes item. Yeah, so we're gonna have to add that too. So this one, calculate the XP, and then if we go down to here, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this effect. So here it gets XP. So fail, death, damage, battle. Technically, there's more. Okay, I do have to run to the loo. So what I gotta do is I got to do something like this. I gotta do what I gotta do. What I gotta do. Go to boom 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 boom. Boom, 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 I think this is the one. This is the one. Yeah, we'll do that one for now. Okay, so we'll go here. Nope, we'll go here. We're gonna add R. Where is it? Here, desktop audio. Unlock this. We'll slap on this. We'll go here. We'll go up. I don't know if that's showing up on here. Oh. No? It's not working? What? Why isn't it? Worked for a second. Oh, okay, so default. So this you can hear? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go pee now. Oops. Oh, I didn't realize these are under the same thing. Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button on my end. Ah, silly me. Silly. Because, like, if I go here... Yeah, I screwed up there. I did that wrong. Okay. Oh, yeah, I need a damage amount. I need to calculate damage. Damaggio. So we have XP. We'll put a calculator here. Public void calculate damage. Heal. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. So this one I gotta be careful with. I gotta be careful with this. So we need to first check. No. Okay, this is going to calculate the damage or heal amount. For now, it's a toss-up. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Whatever. This is damage. No, that's not what did I call it up here? Health amount? Health amount? That's what I picked. Health amount is going to the same thing. It's just going to be equal to the level of the ladder. Excuse me. What are you doing for Father's Day? Oh, I don't know. Is anything cool happening on Father's Day? Anna was asking me, like, what do you want to do for Father's Day? I'm like, I want to go racing, or I want to do something that I would enjoy. I don't want like a what's it called, like a get together or anything like that, like, or maybe like, I don't know. It's tough to know what you want for Father's Day. It's like Father's Day, it's like about you're a father, yay. I don't know what I'd want. Kids cook for you? No, don't want that. True daddy dumpster. Yeah, no. Oh, I mean, you know, it would be kind of, I guess, if you want to do something and incorporate the kids, I think if Anna and the kids, like, maybe, like, they decorated cookies. Maybe they made Father's Day cookies. You know, like Christmas cookie, but Father's Day cookies? I think I'd be cool with that. Literally take a bunch of gingerbread men punch a bunch of those out, and the idea is that they gotta, like, make daddy in different ways. That's actually not a bad idea, because then I get cookies out of it. I like that idea. Yeah, maybe I'll tell Anna about that. And just some basic sugar cookies. And then the kids would have fun. I would get cookies. When is Father's Day anyways? It's next month, isn't it? Father's Day. Father's Day 2025 is on June 15th. June 15th. What is that? It's a Sunday. I bet you there's a racing day going on. I bet you there's a day that... I bet you the 15th probably has a I bet you there's a If I go to schedule, I bet you there's one on that day. Oh, no. It's on the 12th. No, they don't even have one. Okay, no. What is this in? It's no, they don't. Last year they had a Father's Day one. This one it's going to be, there's one that's coming up this Saturday. There's a racing event. Then the 21st. Then they have it on the 29th. So yeah, they I guess they just aren't doing one on Father's Day this year. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't done one of those in so long. But then I'd have to get my car ready, and I'd like to. But it's like it's a whole day thing. You got to get there early, like early. You got to be there before 8 o'clock for the driver's meeting and registration. And it's hot and it's fun though. It's super fun. Get to thrash my car around. Yeah, so right now we're just going to calculate the heal amount with the ladder level. We'll go with that too. Actually, you know what? I guess if we heal, we'll just double it. We'll double whatever it is, so it's like a good heal. I think that's a good idea. And it would be a party heal too. It wouldn't be like... Oh, but what if I make the thing like if the what's it called? The event is like... You know, someone offers you a bowl of stew, and it's literally just like a constitution check, and then you gotta make sure someone who's like gonna be able to drink it can, and if they can't drink it, they take damage, and if they can drink it, they get a heal. See, that's the thing. It's like these little things. Whatever, it's fine for now. Pick a reward. That's for specific picking a reward, picking an item. This is specific. Well, this actually has to get done correctly. What do I have right now for the outputs? Death, damage, a battle, which is fine. The battle one's easy to do, but we need to know who our target is. Kill hero. We just activate kill hero, but kill hero targets the active hero, the selected person. Buttons, skip. Button. Where is my kill command? It just kills a guy. Game object transform child damage. Kill. Die. Okay. Hero transform get child selected hero number order dot get component. So it's gonna be this part. Maybe I'll just add another one that's just like public void hero takes damage. Damagio. This one is going to be the same thing, which I could technically run it through this unit. Kill this unit. No. Take damage. Yeah, so it's going to be this one. All right. Yeah, it's going to be that one. So battle system calls the same thing. It calls take damage with a value in it. Attack. What the hell is going on here? Oh, it's because it was there. Okay. Yeah. Attack one. No. We need enema. I'm gonna give it to you. 1, 2, 3. A lily do. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. Bang, bang. Take damage. Yeah, so this is just, it's going to be that whole thing, but take damage. Okay, back to you, back to reality, back to here and now. Dot take a damage. Dude, that's too much damage. You're evil. That's horrid, dude. We're gonna add some stuff here. So I know that I'm doing these debug log killed. Boop, boop, boop. This Control C, Control V, dot nickname. Bing bang boom. They could make Subaru cookies 5 head. Oh, I mean, we'd have to get like a car cutout. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to get a cookie car cutout. And then debug dot log. But it's gonna be dot nickname plus takes plus health amount plus damage, whatever, something like that. Cool, that gives me that. Nah, they're just shape. It. It would be wonky. Oh yeah, I don't even know how. I feel like I don't know. I think it'd be. I like the car idea. I think that's actually really cute too. Car cookie cutter. There's like a bunch of different shapes and stuff. A lot of it's just Amazon cookie cutters. No, these are like silicone. I mean, this is kind of cute. Police badge. I want a cool looking car. I don't want these jank looking cars. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. This is a little more cooler. Race car. This is like ridiculous. I don't think that's a cookie cutter. Oh, a controller. That's the front of a car. Ooh, okay. This is kind of not too bad. That's expensive. I don't want to. The thing is, I don't want to spend money. I want like. I want just. Oh, that one's kind of cool. What if I put Subaru? Subaru. Nah, there's no Subaru cookie cutters. No, there's nothing. I'll just get like a normal car-shaped cookie cutter. A side profile. What did I miss? Looks productive. Getting a lot done, I guess. We're looking at focused cookie cutters. Still, it's a meeting, so I can't hear, but I hope it's going well. They just shape it. Civic. Yes, we were talking about cookie cutters, and then I was like, ooh, I'll cut your cookies. But this works. Should work. I already know kill works. I know like, if they fail and it's a kill, like a quest that has like death, gone. I should also have a check that, I don't know if I have my game over state working. We should try that. That's a good idea. Let's try that right now. Undo this. Let's see what happens if someone dies. I want to see if the game knows to end the game if someone dies. You, Legolas. You're going to skip until you die. Skip, 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 skip. Skip, 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 skip. Oh! Okay. I guess it does. No, it does not. See, it should reset. So it did not reset. It left him here. He should have been moved to the hero holder. So, end turn. Yeah, something's recruit. It's now broken. It's broken. It broke. I broke it. Yeah, I broke it. Yeah, because he's dead. He doesn't exist. And then his other portrait doesn't exist. So we only have these ones. And now I can't pick anybody. Will this work? Okay. We have two Steves. But one of these Steves is supposed to be dead. Huh. Yeah, but they're not placing them where they're supposed to be. Why is that? Oh, these are all janked up right now. Ugh, it's all janked up. It's all jacked up. Not what I want. We need a function in ladder game data. Yeah, I need something in here. So yeah, no, I need a thing. It's gonna be here. Clear party stats and prefabs. Oh, here it is. Okay, that's a part of it. Connect battle system to ladder data. Battle system find data. Debug connected to. Okay. So here we're gonna need to make a public void end game. Oh, game over. Game over. There we go. This one. So in the game over thing, it should, or should it be is game over? Actually, I guess I should do that here. Oh, save data. Oh, wait, what it just. Yeah, whatever, we'll put it here. Level. Boss. Level ladder text, party size. Let's just put it here. Public bool is game over. So on awake. So yeah, so if it's true, so we go down to here. Just check if is game over equals true, then we'll do whatever we need to do here, which will be So we're gonna have to clear party stats and prefabs. That's probably the one. So it's gonna clear party stats and prefabs. Disconnected, reconnect. What? Reconnecting. Am I losing? Okay, that was weird. Did I lose my thing? Did it stop working? I just said I'm unstable. It's fine here. Okay. Weird. Weird it indeed. Okay, so this is we're gonna have to save ladder data. Okay. Then we're gonna have to clear current game progress. Switch scene to game over, which is just the transition controller. Yeah, do I have it on here? Do I have access to transition controller in here? I must have access to the transition controller here. Whatever, it's just gonna have switch to game over. So this is like transition controller. Oh, I don't remember how to do this. I haven't done this in a while, but whatever. We gotta switch the scenes. So it switches scenes. And then we'll need, I guess, need buttons that'll take us to different things. So technically then at this point, we would have, I technically have some other things. So let's just go here. I don't think I actually did it. Hit it. Where is it? Level up, training, shop, inventory, event, end game. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so this is what I have. The end of the game. And the idea is that I would have bodies piled up. Is that gruesome? Is bodies piled up gruesome? I need to also have it so I set up my... I need to reset stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be here in this code here. There's the hang, blah 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 blah. Reset the game to starting. Set the game to first run. What did I call it? First start, I think. It's first start. Start. Okay. Then we need to set up new hero choice. How do I do this? Or if I get don't no whatever, it's gonna be random. It should be random. No. Howdy. It should be random. We'll just keep it random. For now, it doesn't really matter. Save that. So battle thing. Okay. Is knocked out. If check if team is knocked out equals true. Battle lost. Everyone's out cold. State to battle loss. Battle loss. Set party list stats. So I don't care about this. This one. Ladder. Transition. See, this transition, trigger transition, so leave battle scene. So this actually has to go somewhere else. This one has to transition. To this one. Battle ladder end game. So here is going to call this function here. Transition control deck, load next scene. Okay, I'll just kind of play with transition controller. Select the battle system. No, that's not the one I want. This one? This one? Transition controller. Scene to load, and then I gotta put that in. So I do this. Scene to load is going to be equal to battle ladder end game. So then that does that. Tea time? Oh, you guys are just doing your little chat. Okay, I think that's good. So now I should specifically state it here. Debug.log setting transition to end game scene. That does it, loads the end game scene, bing bang boom, we're at the end game. Yeah. So this one here, That's the win one. Battle over lost. If that one is true. Transition. Destroy heroes. Here, check if everyone's so here is dead. True. Battle over. Battle over. Latter date of new game is true. What's that sound? And then ladder data dot end no, what did I do here? Something's missing. That's ladder. No, we need ladder game data. This is calling the function. This is setting game over. Is game over true? Yes. Where do I have this new game? Start. Okay, unlocked characters, new game, ladder level set to 0. Okay, so that's all that does is a bool there. Okay, so we go back to where was I? Beetle system. Ladder data dot is game over. It comes true. Okay. What did I miss? I have returned from my last meeting. Hopefully much work was done while I was gone. Welcome back. I heard it. You heard the stuff pouring? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what it was. It sounded like, almost sounded like candy getting poured into a jar. It's like M&M's into a bowl or something. I'm curious now. I'm hungry. Yeah, maybe I'll call it there. Let's just save this. Okay, so we still got some stuff that I did not complete. Drag and drop stuff is a little bit further along than it was before. So I think I'll just not use this paper. We'll go to this paper and we'll say, so what do we gotta do? Drag, drop, need to link, no, not link, I guess set holder or set not held. Oh man, you're heard about that. All the things that would be censored by the automod. I don't know. Okay, that's one thing. We gotta get end screen working plus reset game. Okay, those are good. What else do we need? Still the big one, the name stuff. Also take a look at the flowchart UI from last week and tell me if it makes sense or if there's anything incorrect about it. Why don't we do that now then? Also, this is pretty dope. I'm gonna look at that. Look at that. That looks good. I like it. I think it looks neat. It's very neat stuff. It's pretty cool. Then I was thinking about this. I saw how you did drop shadows, like the shadows on everything. I was like, oh man, do I have to like? I'm trying to think about how do I want to do shadows. I had a thing before where it was just using like a copy, like a shadow clone, pretty much. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I just had a shadow clone that puddle shadows just be a sprite layer under. Well, what I originally was gonna do was just gonna literally have another copy of this, but just like on the ground, and then that because it would maintain the animation, right? But they'd be on the ground. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go back to what I was trying to look at and go back up. Go back up. How far back do I have to go to this? Yeah, where's your flowchart? Where's that flowchart? Is this the flowchart? This thing. Oh no! Okay. Can I zoom in on this? Can I just do this and zoom in? So, title screen, options, credits, start game, continue. Yeah. Audio, graphics, keyboard. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much there. Can I zoom in some more? Game difficulty options, if applicable. Maybe I might have something like this. More like a. It's like I have like the idea of three, where it's like one is like almost like casual. One is like hardcore, not hardcore, but like kind of how I want it. And then the third one is literally just a custom where there's just a bunch of toggles. You toggle what you want to be active in the game, and then you run it. So that's pretty much that. Go down game state, overworld, battle scene, events, pause menu, party inventory, title screen. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there'd be buttons within the pause, right? Like you pause, and then if you want to, you could see your party or you could see your inventory. This would just bring you back to the title screen. In here, technically, there should be the this would also be in there. Options would also be within the pause screen, right? Because you might want to change stuff. And then here, battle state, overworld, pause screen. So yeah, so battle state, battle 1 with no reward or whatever, you would just back to the overworld. If battle, I guess pause screen, I guess technically pause screen is somewhere like in here. It's just like a part of it. Pause screen's a little, the way that this is done is a little bit weird. I think pause screen would be its own separate branch. It's like just a dead branch for itself. Because it's like it goes back and forth here. But yeah, outcome, if level up, you go to level up. If reward, you go to reward. Yeah, this makes sense. And then it comes back to here. That makes sense. Yeah. Yep. I think that's pretty straightforward because right now, overworld is the same as the ladder portion, right? It's just I don't have the running around. I just have you go to the ladder. It's the same kind of thing. It's just there's no moving around. But yeah, battle. You can either have a battle event. I guess technically, right now we could argue. Well, I could state that event is now encapsulating multiple things, because the other things that you would have is you can either you can either have a fight, you can either have a battle. Oh, this is weird. This is where it gets a little janky. So technically this battle scene should have another arrow that can go back up into this. This is almost a two-way thing. Because, yeah, you could have an event that leads you to a battle. And the two that we're missing would be missing like a item shop or item, wherever you get how the items come, because I have an item scene. And I guess that's it. Yeah, because you can go here, you can succeed, and you could get an item. Yeah. Or you could fail, you could get a battle. The only thing that's also missing is the end, what's it called? The end, like end game. A game over screen. I didn't put any single line for redundant information such as pause. I mean, since they exist right next to each other in the flowchart. Yeah. Yeah, and the only other one would be like a game over screen. Because, yeah, this is kind of like your starting thing. You go to the game state, and then game state has this. Technically, yeah, the only real way. See, I might not make it so you can game over in an event. I don't think that'd be fun. I think if you like screw up and the person dies in the event, it would suck. So I'd probably just like cap them to like 1 health or something. But yeah, there would be one that comes off of this. Battle scene would be your only chance to. Yeah, I guess it would be off of this one. This one makes sense too. Because if you die, you just go to the game over screen. And then the game over screen would bring you back to the title screen after. So it'd be like down here, game over, and then title. But yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward. It's not an overly complicated flowchart. Because in the game over, you have the option, just like how I have it. What is it? Here, yeah, you can go main menu. You could play again, or you can quit, which would bring you back to the main title screen. So this would be title screen. This would just go into a battle, or I guess it would go into the pre-battle state. It would go here. It would go to this part, or I guess start game, whatever. Yeah, it'd go to the game difficulty options. And then menu would just bring you to test. No, menu would be title screen. Quit would be quit. Quit would like close the game. So yeah, these two only. One goes to difficulty. One goes to that from the end credits. End scene. End scene. Yeah, and you win would be the same deal. It's like play again or menu. The game over. Yeah, the only difference between this game over scene would be like, maybe I'd make it so if you won, this would be like, it's so bright and nice, everyone's happy, and this one's like, it's evil and dark. But yeah, I didn't put even a single. So battle needs to go both ways from overworld. It shows on the right. Yeah, because this is correct. Because after you beat a battle, which is fine. I guess this is just a subset of this thing. So this is correct. Because battle, if you win, you go to the overworld. That's the only thing. That's the one thing your stuff doesn't have, is like, what is the triggering condition, right? But flow wise, it's correct. Yeah, same thing here. It's like, okay, if you win, if you lose, you go here, title screen. If you win, you go here, title screen. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's a pretty solid thing. Main scenes likely require to load. Yes. Submenus do not need a scene. Yep. So that's the event one is actually, it's a loaded scene. Event is a game loop, consists of overworld and battle. The next part of the game is 2 scenes. Yeah, kind of. The technically event is a loading one, because we load this because this can output different results. It can either, because event is a load screen, and so is the item shop. I call it the item shop because it's supposed to have like a dude who's supposed to sell you shit, but right now it just I propagate it with 3 items, and you just pick whichever one you want. And then inventory is technically its own loaded scene also. Party will probably be its own loaded scene. These two probably will be their separate own things, but it's not the big. It's not like a huge whatever. Like either way, the flow is the same flow. It's like you'd come to here, you'd pause. You can be like, I want to go here or not, here or not, here or not. This technically event. So the big one is event to item shop. Item shop is gonna always go back to inventory because you have to set up where your item's gonna go. Item always goes right into the like hold inventory slots, and then you can either attach it to a player or you don't, whatever. If you have too many pieces of inventory, so if you get past everyone's holding something and you have 4 pieces that you're holding onto, then it's going to give you the option to discard one to keep the new one or discard the new one. Which I haven't gotten that far. Well, I have to get the locking in of connecting items to people. I can do it manually, but I need to do it in code, so whenever I switch things to the spots, it actually does it. So that's like the big one. We can check some of that other stuff. Yeah, we already looked at that stuff, went through all that stuff, took a look at that stuff. All sorts of thingies with cute little chibi things. We were talking about chibi chibis. I saw the level up stream. Everyone should be. We should give a little shout out to Senor. Can I just do? I have to do this thing, don't I? I have to go like this and like this. Can I bring this over here? Yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this guy cooking on his own. So this is what I have. Bleh, it's gross, yucky. This is pretty cool. I don't know where these sparks are coming from in the shadow. This is kind of cool. I liked it. I redid mine kind of similar to this. Then we got this one. This one's pretty cool too. It really emphasizes the level up kind of stuff. I feel like this is very flashy. This one I feel like would not be really. I like this one because it has the bars, and bars are really cool to watch like go up. This is hilarious. I almost want to have a whole separate array for like each character to have little quips whenever they like level up. I think this is just makes me laugh. I thought it was fantastic, especially if I have traits built into my characters. Like let's say I don't know, have something like a stubborn trait, then like, or edgelord trait, something along those lines. Then they say stuff. I think that's just really neat. I like this thing. I don't know why I like this. I think this is just a really nice little kind of clever design. I don't like this. For not for leveling up, but maybe for like this one's pretty cool too, but this seems like very fancy. Yeah, this is the other one. See this is kind of, I kind of like this thing, and it could be more for the like party, when you're looking at the party, because then you have the person, you have all their information. I think this would be a little bit nicer for like if you had your 4 party members displayed in this manner. I think that's kind of cool. I think this one's kind of neat. So yeah, that was just reviewing that thing. Biggle boggle boo boo doo boo doo boo boo doo boo doo boo, and then we also looked at that one was pretty cool. The background's pretty cool. You don't have that background as like a. I'm requesting access now. Give me access to your drive. Yeah. Yep. Pretty doperific. What did I miss? Let them cook. Did I miss more than that? I'm not thinking about code. I'm just thinking about which menus possibly require scene changes. Triggers are irrelevant. I just want to sure. Yeah, let them cook. There's our notes, and if you care to read it, but I assume you won't. Oh, I read them. I read everything. What do you think of the profile image? I didn't look at it in terms. Oh, is the profile image in the thing that I just like popped up? The link? Profile image of each character? Is that in the drop? Is that in this? There's nothing in here. No oh, I have to what's perf file? Per file? What's a per file? You need a program called per. It's free. Oh, okay. So now I gotta download something. What is this? It's a reference thing. Get perf. I guess personal. I want this. Can I download it? Why won't you let me download it? This one? This one? This one? No. It's trying to tell me, it's trying to make me spend money. It doesn't want to be for free. Am I crazy? Am I at the wrong thing? Is this the perf we're talking about? Yeah, I went to custom amount, and it's like $20. No, I didn't. Can I? Oh, okay. You can type in it. That's not very intuitive. Thank you, friends. Ready? Okay. Run this. Sure. Agree. Sure. 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 No, I don't want you to look at my data. Add a thingy bobber. Open this perv file and put it here. Why is this so small? Perf. Can you be bigger? Can I not make this like bigger? Oh, here we go. Wait, oh, there we go. Okay. So this is, oh, these things move. Okay, can I just move around? How do I, okay, I can click, center click. That's a really big, exciting thing. This is a very interesting art style, actually. That's pretty cool. This, I'm not sure what it is. Is this for an overworld kind of thing? This looks like a mobile game to me. Is this that night game? The second one? The one where your people keep dying? Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like that game, but it looks like a yeah, okay, this is the second one. Yeah, no. I have the first one. I love this is the same, like I love this idea. I love this being able to like go back and see your people, but they must have made them a lot more customizable, so now there's a very big difference. That's cool. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward kind of thing. Class, weapon, talent, spell. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is like an overworld. This is like a top-down, if I had battles in my overworld kind of thing. See, for me, this is a bit too cluttered. I wanted to get away from the Final Fantasy level of stuff. I mean, this is cool. This I don't care for, but this is cool. I like this. Like, your boss is just a big ass thing, and you're like on a smaller platform. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff going on. This is interesting. This is like a front person one. Oh, I remember this game. I didn't play much of it, but I remember it. Chain attack. Oh, ooh, I like this idea. I like this. I like a way to do this. It'd be like, I like that. I've always loved like team-based attacks. Oh, this is the tile system. I remember that. And some stuff. Ooh, this is just, this is her. This is what she really looks like. You want crazy upscale, super nice render of your person so you can associate with them. These are some really, that's actually really cool. I like this. Walking through the water. That's a pretty neat map. This is kind of closer to my thing, but I'm not going to have all this crap. But this is, yeah, closer to kind of... Oh, this is the one that has that initiative system. Yeah. See, the thing is, these are so big, and I like the idea of this because it gives you all the information, and especially if I had them, like, off to the side. This is cool, too. This is, like, your people. Craft... Yeah, this is what you pick two and you male and female and then you fusion her. Yeah, that's what this is. I'm sure of it. The small comfort in the fact that it's not just me who does this too. Do you want turn order on your combat screen? Do I want turn order? No, it's just a back and forth. There's no extra it's just back and forth. I don't need the turn order. What I was thinking of some way of identifying who's the active, like the active unit. So I think you were talking about, so like if we look at, if we look back at, where did I put this? I put this somewhere close. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I had this reference somewhere. Where did I put this? Here. Yeah, here, in this one. Yeah, so like, technically my idea is that the front person is the active, right? So I almost thought this did not help. What do you mean this didn't help? Because like this is pretty good, but the only thing is I think maybe for the enemy I have to change it. No, because if I have 4 people here, it's easy because you have 3 people and then an active person. And here, I'd have to do the same thing. I'd have to have like the 3 and then the active enemy. Unless I make it a square. There's a person here too, and then it's like the active person goes a little bit more forward, so you can have like... No, I gotta figure it out. I gotta do a thing a certain way. But that said, I gotta go make lunch. I gotta go make some lunch. Some num-nums. You don't happen to have this somewhere, do you? Just this background kicking around? Somewhere? Send me this background. You gonna call? You guys are just like talking to yourselves? I'm not in any calls. I'm doing this thing. But I'm also gonna go for lunch. So we can chit chat later. Chitty chatty later. This thing's kind of a neat tool. I guess it expands if you just like, oh, it does, it just expand. That's neat. It's such a interesting zoom in tool too. So simple. Cool. Boop. Did I make any changes? I can discard. I don't care the changes. I didn't change anything. Let's save all this. Save things here. Okay, perf is really nice. You can put GIFs in there. Oh, that's cool. Actually, that is neat. Because especially if you're doing reference stuff and you just want to have like some movement, some spice. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, shut her down. Peace out. Auto stop. Interesting. Oh, okie dokie. Cool, cool. Cool beanios. Is it for democracy? Is it for democracy? Call for democracy? Go stream. Good stream? Oh, yes. It was late, though. It was late. It's because I went for my walk. Or I walked. But yeah, I'm going to go eat. I'm going to that. Peace out. Peace out. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm